All right, we are getting ready here. Steve Dreyer going to be shooting first on lane 11. We're now on lanes 11 and 12. Semifinal match. Winner of this match goes on to bowl for the star. Steve going to be hoping to bowl a little bit better game this time around. And that is the head pin plus the left zigzag.
JD, we have on our pair Matt Anastasi and Steve Dreyer, and we have Colin Dunnock, and who won between Loth and Mulvihill? Mulvihill won. Yeah, I bowled with Jimmy all day yesterday. Yep, Amanda Dove won. That was a good ball from Steve to leave justified it.
That was the second ball.
I know. I saw what he had after the first ball.
Yeah. That is a very underrated shot in terms of how difficult it is.
Oh, that shot's nearly impossible.
There's no good way to shoot it.
No. Like, even if you tried it, like, I think the easiest way is probably to hit the head pin on the pin side and have it kick off the wall to take out the five.
Yeah.
There's no other way you can. I know of to really shoot that. Good ball.
First appearance on Duckpins Forever today for Matt Anastasi. That's a great ball for the 5. Pretty sure he was in cruise control this morning.
I think he was in cruise control in his match, too.
Yep. And got it. Dead in the face. I will plug here that Matt bowled the once-a-month doubles at Suitland and carried an incredible average of 149.
My lord.
149 at this bowling center is an incredible average.
Top 4 in the women's: Amanda Ziegler, Connie Ward, Stacy,
and
Lisa Huber.
What a great Final Four that is.
Yeah, we'll be hoping to cover you all when you guys come into Mount Airy.
Yep.
Provided I don't make the cut at Greenmount.
Looking forward to it. Beats the side and a great break. These are the ones at Suitland. When you get them, you got to take advantage of them. Off the side for the 1-2, 18-10 after 1.
Hits it.
No trouble. Takes it on the outside. One thing you notice about Matt, he's very straight up the lane, but everything in his approach is straight too. The push forward is straight, he walks straight, the arm swing is straight, arm swing is straight. It's a very well executed classical approach.
We all pretend walking straight is easy. It ain't.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's a better ball there from Steve, and that's 5 off the wall. We'll get an instant replay. Second frame of your semifinal, and Steve 10 box in the first. Comes back, that's a nice pitch crossing over into the 1-2, and 5 last to go. One thing interesting there you'll notice about how much Steve's ball is breaking, when that ball crossed the arrows, it was actually right of center arrow, and then broke left.
Yeah.
For the double, same spot, same result.
Let's get a double replay, back to back.
And that is a lovely pitch, even better than the last one. 10 box double, and Steve already on his way to a much better
pedal to the metal right now.
Although I am fully expecting that Matt will answer. We still got to have some kind of Matt on Duckpins Forever, even if it's not Matt Kruger. he had his airtime earlier. Now it's Anastasi's turn, and a bomb for the 5. Looks like Matt is going to be going the spare route this game. 37.
It's a mighty fine route
through 2. It's not a 9 spares or not a bad box. At the 5 and dead in the bridge of the nose. 3 spares in a row for Matt. Oh, 47-40 after 3 through boxes scored. Spare fill from Matt.
Good ball. Ooh,
and
punish.
No finish. Can I get a replay? I want to look at that hit again. While we're going through the Deadwood cycle, that ball looked good. Maybe a slightly light in the pocket. wanted to catch that pocket a little higher up. 5-7. No bounce out. And first open frame for Matt Anastasi. Anastasi? Is it
Anastasi.
Anastasi. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Because I always go back and forth between Anastasi and Anastasi.
I was Anastasi for me for years.
Matt with the beard.
Matt with the beard.
All right. Steve Dreyer does not have a beard because he's a clean-shaven realtor. Going for the triple strike in the semifinal.
Coming in.
1-3 pocket this time. 4-7 standing. Never a bad time for a 28 box. And 38-37 Steve's lead after 2. Ooh. And again left out of his hand. Not having the best luck with 2-pinners at the moment.
He's up by 1 pin now.
Yep. And with wood he'll stay up 1. And no. It's gonna be 66-65. Another close match. This one a little higher scoring.
Yes.
And a little closer.
And no 2 boxes.
No 2 boxes. No, not yet. But I'm hoping that at the nitty-gritty of a professional tournament, that's the last 2 box we see for the remainder of this stream. All right. Steve Dreyer on lane 11 at the beautiful, gorgeous Suitland Bowl. And woo! That is beautiful and gorgeous, just like the bowling center. This time, that ball not crossing over, but dead solid in the 1-3 pocket. No chance.
Oh, am I too late?
Yeah. I need you for the finals and not right in front of our mic. I need you in the background. Ooh, off the side. How many? Ends up with 6, the 1, 2, 8, and 10.
Gotta hit that left side.
These washout shots, at least for me, prove to be very tough in this house. You gotta shoot them perfect to get them to go.
And if you don't hit the head pin, you're gonna leave a lot of them.
Yes. Going for it. And takes the 1, 8, 10.
That was not what I expected.
And leaves the 2. You don't see that very often, especially on a heavy hit. How is that ball heavy enough to take out the 1-8, but also light enough to take out the 10 pin with the ball?
I don't think the ball shot out. I think it was a pin that came back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not get too crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry. He was a bit in the way. I was just trying to figure out what happened there. But nonetheless, it is 76 plus to 74 after 5. Matt with a good first half, but he's trailing. And that will definitely help. Swish zone and gets better carry this time. No 5-10, no 5-7. Yep, everything's straight, everything in line. Great lift out to about the arrows, and those pins had no chance. We got some scores going here. Steve going for another double. Left out of his hand. Ooh. You see that ball, if you watch it back, folks, that ball crossed right about the center arrow. And before, he was just right at the center arrow when the ball was crossing the arrows, and that's why that ball checks left. But that's why they give you 2 balls to strike, to count on a strike. Be looking to get as much as he can here. And that's a bit of an error. I think he went to play it safe, but 7 count gives him 83 to Matt's 74. Matt with a strike up in the 6, and Steve's going to have an open, so let's call it tied. Been using that T word a lot today.
After this ball, I'll go check to what score on the other game is.
Okay. Going for wood. 91 to 84 plus.
No, it's 48-45 both on spare, so close game.
What, through 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad it's close. Steve Dreyer now up 7, down a hit. going into the final 4 frames of this Pro Tour semifinal. Another great ball, doesn't quite cross over enough. 10 pin standing. You know, Steve's release with all that side rotation on it.
And he gets the ball down. Like,
he gets it down
really early.
He's got to really make sure at this house he gives it room to the right.
He's not like me chucking it out halfway down the lane.
No. But very smooth and very deliberate. There's nothing forced in his delivery.
It's a very good style for wood houses.
Yes. He gets the ball on the lane. I call it thinking. On the ball, you can tell it's reading the lane, and it's either braking or it's just driving. You can tell it's thinking. It's not just sliding down there. Big ball for Matt. Really hung on to it. Got it all the way out to the pine. Thankful to not catch a bad board throwing it out that far.
I didn't notice a lot of bad boards here.
No, it's a beautiful surface here.
Very smooth.
One of the prettiest looking surfaces in all of Duckpin, if not the prettiest. And cashing in on that first ball that he hung on to. I think he's very happy with 9 spare there. 3 pins and a hit is his lead going into the last 3, 104 to 101. That's funny. I'm not going to read that out loud.
I'm not reading
that's funny.
that. It's funny. But we're leaving that there.
You all can read the comments.
I should put you in timeout for that.
No. Thank you for watching. Spare fill for Matt. Heavy.
Ooh.
Takes out the 7-8. Great 9 load and just the 10 left behind. 113 through 7. Going to be a high scoring game here. Looking about 140, 150 for the winner. The opportunity to go higher, of course. Love some high scores on the live channel. And 3 marks in a row again after 2 opens. 123 plus in the 8th. Steve's got to answer with a mark of his own here. Otherwise, he's going to be looking double strike. Steve on lane 12.
Uh-oh.
Hung it out there and beats the side for 7. So 113, 108 through 7. If Steve would like to stay 5 pins away, got to bring this in for a spare. I like that we're a little farther away. I don't have to feel like I have to whisper. I can actually talk. Looks good.
Hey,
Crept up a little heavy
nice
and
little
used
sideboard.
that side rubber.
The other match is tight between Mola Hill and Duckpin.
Yeah, it's close. I'm sure someone will walk over shortly and give us another update.
They'll be done a lot later than us. This pair started early.
Yes. We are heading into the foundation 9th frame, 5 pins apart. The pressure is on Steve here in the 9th frame. Spare fill. Got to get there. It doesn't quite get there. Maybe that's 5 pin goes.
That's a Walkersville special there.
Left the zigzag. 4, 5, 7, 8. 6 count for the time being puts him up 1. But with Matt being on a spare, 1 pin ain't going to be enough.
Actually, I call that the Walkersville special, but it's only the Walkersville special if the 10 pins there, too.
Oh, understood. Well, you got the break. You tripped the 10 pin out. Steve shooting the zigzag. Ooh, made a nice bid at it. 5 pin stands. 5 pin, of course, being the toughest pin to carry there when you're shooting the 4 pin. Most people shoot the 4 pin.
Crazy people like me shoot 5 pin.
Some people shoot the 5 pin, but that's why Dave doesn't bowl on Sundays.
This is true.
Steve brings in the 5 pin. 130. I had to fit that in there. 134. 134 in the 9th. Matt 123 plus in the 8th. Big shot here from Matt.
Thanks, Vegas Serrano, for the comment.
Oh, big ball. Beautiful ball for the fast 8. 6-10. 131, 124. Opposite a 10 box. 10 box here wouldn't even be too bad. I'd put him up 7. But spare is going to be moving towards the knockout punch, and he's got it on the outside. 141, 134 through 9 frames. Matt up 7 and up a hit. That is a good point. Steve unfortunately is gonna be hoping for a low count here. Spare fill. Off the side for 10. That's like seeing a unicorn at Suitland Bowl. You don't get those very often. And that might have just given him a berth into the final match trip. 1, 2, 4, 8 from behind. And count is going to put him in the 170s. 4 pins on the next 2 balls, and he has shut out Steve Dreyer. Can you talk about a lucky break or what?
That was definitely a break.
That's a break. And you better capitalize on your breaks when you do get them here. 4 for the win, and that's a real ball in the head pin.
I can count on one hand the number of backdoor strikes. I think that was
somebody down there. I believe that was Colby. Just said that ball wasn't good enough. 6 pin stands. He's at 170, and he's going to stay 170 for Matt Anastasi. He was down 9 pins in the 5th, and he marked out the last 5 boxes without a double. 96 in the second half.
8 marks that game.
8 marks with 96 in the second half, and only dropped 1 stick of wood. Steve with a 10 pin. Steve makes us. He's going to be in the 150s. Didn't bowl a bad game.
No, he didn't.
I don't really know of any mistakes he made.
I think he hit the back end of a 2-pin.
Yeah, right there.
4th frame.
4th frame, he hit the back of a 2-pinner on a double. But I mean, other than that, it's a pretty solid game. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a Matt Anastasi championship match. The question is, who is going to join him?
Yeah, once your eye's done, I'll run over and get a score update. I don't think we get the no way we'll get the camera over there.
No.
Even if we turn it, there's nothing to look at.
Yeah, nothing good to look at. Steve strike on this ball for 154. And he will strike 170, 154.
I'll even give him a replay.
High-scoring semifinal match. Matt Anastasi on the back of a backdoor strike in the 10th frame is moving on to bowl for the star.